Say you paint and portrait so pretty, afraid for Darby, but I get up here and try to say something. You know, somehow remember me from the police, somehow weren't old enough. Because when I realize now time flies so fast now, that I meet people now, like them two brothers weren't born at Y2K. I remember the world excited at Y2K. I think when I have a computer and stop playing and drop out of the sky, man, they panic. Just like this right here with this corona thing. That is the panic. We there now, lot of man no got on no mask. And me think the mask thing up. The more for control. Listen, come August the 15th, I will go sleep with my mask. And then I take that off. Because we don't know what coming through there. But now you can't catch nothing from nobody when not got it. This panic leaver. Control thing with people, you know. I had to watch on the top of this thing, the port, right? Yeah. No, this go boss out. You got it right now, Belize are one of the only countries in the world that protest. Everybody, Germany, Belgium, place in the Congo, man, they say this have to stop. Justice and equality can't just be a word. Watch. That's what happened right here at Belize, people. Them they doing things so they get away thing. One man going to jail for a giant of weed and the next man thief $1,000. The other day they look for give one boy $40,000. All of them rich, the whole family, they got big house. Pressure me. Pressure me, my boy. Now a funny thing, because when I'm there, and the police, you hear all the time, why Gee Mike got a problem, none of the police, so. Gee Mike, now me not there for 12 years, and I think still they go on, so maybe I never me. What you say? Well, a lot of men don't know that when they holler, what Gee Mike they defend the police. I make it clear, I don't defend no bad police or no bad action from police. You defend one institution without which this country couldn't exist. Even bad man need police. Am I lying? All right. So, but we don't want no chance of police. We don't want that. That's why you have to vet man will go in at the department. Everybody not suited for the same job. You know in a society, if you do something so you're not happy with, you know you're doing a good job. You're frustrated and you're somebody yourself. So that and the police come from the community that we join police, you know? That we join Coast Guard and BDF. But when you get in there, sometimes they got a systematic style of thing where you have to file in place or they victimize you. You could be the right man in the crowd, you know. But in the midst of fools, the wise man becomes the fool. So if you're in a culture of corruption, you better ready for corrupt or you gonna get that. You don't wanna get that. They will condemn you and hear who have you up. The same people where you to try to defend. The same people where you to stand up for that. Then when they listen to any rest we say. Yeah, the media don't want problem. Because the rest when they promote, they're not really the real deal. You know? They're not the truth. They're way convenient to the agenda where they got. Look at this whole thing right now. Again at the port. You want to see both political parties jump in from one side or the other. Why we can't just look at this objectively? I hear what the unions say, and it makes sense to me. I'm willing to take a lead cut, but show me where you know they make no money. Because me still sitting to come in, I still work. Because really car gonna stop. Then not everything stop. You can't go across the border, you can't go buy things at Chettamal and whatnot, but things not stop. And for we set up the other Belize, right? How the Mennonites couple weeks ago had enough chicken for joy. They dumped milk, that Spanish look out and me hear about that. But now all of a sudden you can't find no chicken in the shop. So what they want to do with it, they shake down the government. My boy then come here and get the prime land. The only piece we had aisle. You there with me? All right. So the aisle come and done. And where we get? On two garbage can along the highway. That's how me say. And you hear, oh, we make this better for Belize. Like a lot of the privatization thing we're going on. Because if you really study economics, people, government not got no right to run things like telecommunications and water, like, because they're too powerful. Anytime they change where you have to change the whole people will run it, because that's what happened. Then change the place where you rent for office. Because right now when UDP in, they rent for all the UDP money. Yeah. When PUP get in at the next side, that two are the same coin, my brother. Two sides of the same coin. Right. And a funny thing on coin, representative of life, you know, is wrong and got two sides. Every issue is a coin. So we really have to look on this thing objectively. Now not every voice we talk you want to listen to. You listen to it by you do it just like you do it food. Ingest it, digest it, and flush when you go to Long Beach. You don't got no use for that. Do not take everything when you push down your throat as fact. Old preacher they say one time about the Bible. Because even the Bible, not everything in the Bible, you're supposed to take like that. You know what I'm saying? My brother knew it. Because the Muslims want one disciplined group and one good, but not everything neither. But then they tell you have to deal with. Each individual person got their own world, their own life. And maybe one God we have to serve. Because everybody decide what is most important to them. And some people believe, some people don't. That's all right. But you just got to know that there are consequences for your action. When you do good, good come. What can come of good but good? But when you do, that's what happens. Bad come. Last time we take licking. You see me right here? I can't walk, but me know what me do. Me know what I do. All the way, when we take licking, we know enough we had what we don't do. And sometimes that's something where you paddle. Because I really feel like this thing, I want infinite playing. I even know you jump off and take on this circle. You say life is a circle, take on this circle and you jump back on. Now when you go back on, you come back in, what do you think will happen if you do the last time? You got to pay. I remember George Carlin, good comedian, say one time, say you got two buckets in a life. You pile your good in a one bucket and your bad in the next bucket. At the end of your life, you pay for your sins. In other words, you pull out on a bad, you better go good for much. You pull out, if this is done first, you're in a good shape. But if the good done and you got a lot, then I pay. Pay is simply not bad. The police thing, one lot of man no understand no, that when I'm in the police, I'm do the best I could to do the best job I could. It's funny that now I see the man under the heat, the Moors, who are the head of the union. Because back then, he the man went with the force. Why Gee Reid did it? Gee Reid not like the lead bad boy, you know. Well, he never know that every weekend I walk through the cell block, go in there, talk to man, run, go get man food from the house for them. Man right now to meet me. Why Gee Reid I really like what you do for me, I appreciate. I mean, no member the I do. You see what I'm saying? But I just figured that's something that was to be done. That may a funny thing because I come from the streets just like you know. I spent a lot of time in New York and LA in the streets. New was talking about I do write, and I write for the Mandala for many years. I write for the Reporter, I write for the Belize Times, I write for a new one that we call a National Perspective. I don't think on TV used to call The Last Word. So a good while I put pen to paper and try to put my thoughts together, no? I am not what you would call a scholarly man. I don't get my education the Sonny Carson way. Sidewalk University. You got a whole movie, The Education of Sonny Carson. You get your best education in the situation where you're in every day. The secret to that is to learn something. Some we get up and we still not learn nothing. So where grandma said, if you don't listen, you feel. Hard you speak, you're going to mark it 2 times. But when you hear it, you know the sense in it. Nobody don't have to dissect it for you and tell you all kind. No, you know this makes sense. So you just listen to that and you apply it to your life. I got a thing, I live on Gimnat Street. And I used to look out at my window and see one land next door. Growing bush, raccoon, snake, all kind of things used to come out there. And so, and then I look on the street and I see people the fly kite and the race and all kind of thing. And I say, but this don't make no sense. So I got on Daryl Bradley and I said, Bradley, here we do. Just facilitate this. Just say, do it, G Mike. And I will put on park here. And he said, do it. To his credit, Chester came on board and said, why the man got on the idea here, listen to him. Right now, if you go past him, we got the prettiest sleep parking in the area. Always crowded with picnic. We appreciate the help we get from people. Politicians didn't give none. Beverly Castillo gave me $300 towards one event at the park. No politician do nothing about that. I give biggest respect to Cisco Construction. That are one of them people. I don't give a f about white man, black man, what, and he might have Belize as all the way. But he's part of white man. But it goes to show that this thing is not black and white in the people. This is a character. When Martin Luther King said, judge not a man by the color of his skin, and you know judge are right, not wrong. Because you wrong and judge a man right and turn your back and you get stabbed in your back another time. We know you have to know who you deal with. Know your people. That's important. So, one lot of them boy come by the park, and then 2 of them for true. And when we go after school session where twice a week, we sit down around and we talk. I used to bring people in for different job description, bringing a mechanic or electrician or well, enough the mapping will come in. So, because a lot of times we walk around, you ask one another, what you want to do? What you want to be when you grow up? A lot of times you hear nothing, anything. Like you go to a shop and say, well, you want anything? Why I say, I don't sell that. You don't sell that. You're not going to get anything. You have to be specific, so you set a goal. And here, Enrique said talk about the 2 parts of you. And the Bible, I tell you, I know a whole lot of stuff by the Bible as far as using it as premise for an argument, but there's a lot of little things in there you could get out of there. Right? So the Bible says, but you look over see in a moment, because sometimes you forget where they talk to you about. Where am I talking about again? In the Bible, but the Bible is a big book. The Bible has some specific quote out of the Bible. I'm going to tell you about that. Anyway, let's go further. Because like I said, the thing is that our big problem right now is a separation of generation, a gap. While for we elders used to talk to we know to talk to them picnic. Yes, thank you. Now, like the coin, there are 2 sides to that. They lose their respect, but we lose patience. You can't just give up. That are we, that are the next generation. We need to understand kind of a selfish look. I may talk to a boy one time, he said, me don't care what happened after me dead because me done gone. What kind of animal you? Life goes on. And you, in particular when you got children, that you continue as your children and what you make of them. Now you could be on what list, but you need to guide your children in the right way, because that is your future. And you want to clarify the things. You say to the boy, they say, check anything where you do wrong or where somebody do you or where you do something. That is serious. Check your life. You have to make your life righteous, because in a life there are only two things, and they coexist, by the way. Good and evil. Good and evil coexist. So when it happens, bear it. Deal with it. You can't give up because why never gone my way. A lot of times we do that. You keep the God the right way and confident that in the long run, good over evil every time. So keep going on the good path. You got good and you got evil. And if you take one off and good, where you got? No man. Take one off and good. Good that my what? G-O-O-D. God. You take that O and you chop it in a two. You got 2D together. Put that D in front of evil, where you got? Devil that is seeing to deal with every day. Good and evil. Chinese call it yin and yang. Anybody familiar with yin and yang? Anybody ever hear about that? One circle with two, black and white. And they have to coexist. That's the life. Peace and negativity, love and hate. One, two with the talk. Just know when they come, the one and the same. The one extreme or the other. The one life where they live, people. But you could make it rub you how you want. Because what you got over animals and over anything else in the universe, you got will. You could do or not do. You could be or not be. That is the question. It's up to you. And what you want? You want good things, or you want all the time and happen more time than good? But if you really stay up on a good path, you know, and again, you hear me up here, I know the butter nothing. Me know the country has no preacher, because I know I hang me on no cross. If I am me out there, Peter, you see when Peter pulled his sword and Jesus said, sheathe thy sword. I mean, say, cut on Peter, cut that. You know what, cut on, give me the sword. So I know here, be pious with honor. I did tell you, and me now, I 66, I have golden citizen now, so that nothing I don't say. Lot of honor just to get ready for sitting. Even though I don't think I don't see all, a lot of things I don't see it. My best living was between the years of 40 and 60 odd. Some of them know, some of them are 48. Anybody have 48? No, you 40? Just barely. Huh? 40, you just get the man. But your life just start. Serious, but what you don't want to do? What you don't want to do? That be negative and defeatist and worry. Last thing you want to do, that worry about any situation. When you address things in life, the number one rule, don't panic. Never panic. You know how much man drunk did take a panic? You all know see it? Man did there, yeah. Just float right with the current. Float with the current. When you reach on the side, you make it for the shore. You see a way you handle life. See a way we handle life. You float with the current, you know, fight against it. Because all through life you are meeting the current, my boy. You got a man with cars current. One man will drop big stone in and wash you down. You still have to go along with it. And make yourself, make yourself to the shore, make your course to the shore, and climb up and start again if you have to. Like this Harmonyville, when they boy the fight. If one Chinese man own piece of land, and in 20 years, he not do nothing upon it, he forfeit that. In fact, you shouldn't get so much for start with how much land you need. Suppose you want to plant corn. Suppose you want to plant cane even or anything. for create some jobs so that Belizeans could get some work. I can understand that. But you got land just to say you got land? And man, the outside no got nowhere for stay. It crazy. When women grow up, they are saying that if you plant apple seed, you get guava. That's not true. Anything you reap, you sow. So it's up to we as individuals. You know, I think the other day that they had a chance. Then they raise my light bill and raise my water bill. And you could stand up and holler about it. I say, you know what? Pay it. You just have to hustle harder. Pay it. Because at the end of the day, things work out. You don't have to frustrate yourself to try to solve the problem, the world problem. You deal with you, make sure you're on the straight and narrow, and everybody else. Jeffrey Allen was saying, every bucket stand up on your own bottom. Now, it's good for us to congregate, for us to move, for righteousness in a one direction and get together, but you cannot carry the burden of the whole struggle on your shoulder. You join in, put your shoulder to the wheel, and everybody work to make this thing get better. You can't stay like this. You can't stay like this. Like I'm saying, I'm in favor of the union's position. And the union, they say, oh, but they are alone. They all is quiet. How they just come? We like that. You want to work now? Let's work. Make us see if this could happen. Let us have some meaningful reform. Minister's discretion. That. My king pull a gun the other day. If that be you were going to jail. You only had somebody on there had to call and say this gun. Am I lying? You going to jail. In particular, if you got one name, one reputation. But here where they go now, depends on who you are. And my big problem with this AG is that he's the chairman of the United Democratic Party. How the f you gonna get justice if the chairman of the political party, that the man will draw the laws and put the laws in place and decide who will get charged or who will get charged? It make no sense. And we don't look on it.
The brother said if you do right, like how the brother will get $100 million, right? We not get no help to sue them, it's a miracle, right? Then by get $100 million, right? Then could I make it like 70,000 people and Belize, everybody could have make $1,000 each out of 100 grand. Sure, like. But what they want we suffer, that the system, we can never get out. We are always there. So we don't make money. You need that? So just give me your opinion, man, after we have pay taxes forever. Not just no one can pay forever. You need that? What about them money? Different states, you watch Chinese news, they say they can't send no more money to Belize, they're bankrupt, you know? We borrow away in a hole, so we born for suffering, you know that you need that? That's why I see, but we know we have to use the system to live better. That's why I know I had to deal with the leaders, but I just want to hear your opinion about that, then money we have to suffer for.
In 2008, we had the same, but I'm a Musa from Seca then. See, my boy, every time I see anything, you look for a scapegoat.
Me no want to give me nothing. See me, I could hardly walk. Me no want to beg them for nothing. All you have to do, and it sounds simple, do the right thing.
Definite.
Do the right thing. And it happened. I did walk on the street, I broke and I got penny, and I kick piece of paper and I would jump $20. I wouldn't lie. And I broke. So what I got to sit down and have a nice meal. And out of that I take a lease something and buy one lease something for a little boy up on the side when I got nothing. Because that's how good works multiply. You got to apply. The small thing, you know. A wise man once said, life is no trivial matter, but life is made of trivialities. Least small thing build up just like when you start to do least small. You tell one little lie, but then you have to tell 1,000 other. So that one domino theory. when you're if you're dumb in a lean so, that's how it went. Till the end. When you lean so, that's how it, make sure you lean the right way. Simple. Now, Dean Barrow, to me, I wouldn't want enough for his shoes. Because he in the left one legacy and the rest what he do. Because me personally, I think Dean Barrow lost it early when Penna did the rest what he do. Dean Barrow could have said, Dean Barrow had a 17 to 14 majority in the House.
You could have sacrificed that seat, and if we do the right thing, people want to say serious about stop corruption, and then give our by-election in a Kaya Northeast. You may win and get back the seat, and may at least get the conscience clear.
You need to organize. And when you organize, you need for nobody can put their ego front of the move. If you go and move, the movement that we interested in, not your personal vendettas and your personal wants and whatnot, what you want, but that's the problem. Every time we get in there, we get personal. I want where take care of me. We got on me first, then me again, then me every somebody else. That alone. When you do something like that, and hear who will you know, one on one. Because when the man go to him, one man. I said, boy, them boy, they get too strong, you know, and then try the man all kind of. Well, I want you calm that down. You go and leave $10,000 here. That just like the vote. When the man come and give you $100 to vote, and then after that you are complaining. No, you take the money, you don't do your job. Deal with the consequences, because there are consequences to every action. Just as how there's benefits to anything we do. You either go one way or the other. It's up to me. What you say? If it's up to me, it's up to me. Simple like that. So we got a lot of work to do as Belizeans. We also got a next issue where we have to deal with because the diaspora. And somebody said that just now, but man, they say they can't send money home again. We might have to send them back directly. Then they talk about how much box and barrel they send. Right, then they take and let go over there. Then they take, I wouldn't want it. I wouldn't like Miami. Me wouldn't want it. Then some because the spike like we talk about 42 cases. They got 77,000 in a one day. Boy, that rough.
More than rough. I just listen last night. California was supposed to get the highest increase. Across America since it started. They exceed New York. We had like 40.
And New York, they were called epicenter. So then so, right? We wear a mask, which is good, but I think there has to be a way for temper that, because you just can't tell me wear a mask at 5,000 if I'm crazy. If I up in your face, right, and I with the talk, a man tend to spit when you talk, so I can understand that. But just because you see me on the street, wear a mask, where you think it is? Pocket, I know you need the jet, but now that you're pointing on my face, make a put it on. Crazy when I get that. Carry me straight to jail. If I had it, I wouldn't go. But how much are we getting? How much have we really got that right now? The full strength and food. So I mean, I can't. They bring pressure, my boy. So, but there has to be laws are important, you know, because really, my wise man once told me, and we'll talk about God. That God the one acronym, and the definition is good, orderly direction. Order the God middle name. If you don't got no order, you got chaos and you can't be happy. Anybody ever happy in a chaos? You're happy when you're contented, when you got order in your life. You ever hear the world folks say put your life in order? You need to do that. We need to have good, orderly direction. Simple. Once you got that, everything else fall in place. And like man said, like toast popping out of the toaster, pop, ready for eat and you're good to go.